Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Well, I guess you find us in the Matrix. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Matrixy kind of what the heck is going on here. And we're a little older. Some time has passed. But what has changed? I guess life experience and all of that entails, the highs and the lows and all of the in-betweens. And yeah, I mean, for me, I felt like the character and the journey of it is a kind of examination of the past and how do we feel about it and where am I now and what does it mean and what's important, Trinity. And yeah, so there was a lot of not nostalgia, but a reflection and a yearning to understand and to almost, yeah, I'll just say that.
What I always loved about Trinity, from the way that Lana and Lily created her, was I never felt like she was ever exploited. She was never sexualized. She was this equal partner. And their love was a love that went beyond romantic. And I think we go even deeper with that in this installment of the movie. And I always really thought that was really special. And I appreciated it as a young woman at the time playing her, to get to play this really kick-ass woman that's strong and in the black PVC and all of that, but it never felt to me exploited, or I guess the word is sexualized. I just never felt that. I just felt that she was this powerful human. And that's a real nod to Lana and Lily, for sure.
We can't see it, but we're all trapped inside these strange repeating loops.
Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
But this is the moment for you to show us what is real.
Bugs is a fan of Neo and a believer in the legend of Neo and Morpheus and Trinity. And she starts the film believing that there's more to this story, and she's kind of devoted her life to finding out what happened to Neo. For me, the costume is a big part of it. And when I signed on, I said to Lana, I want sunglasses, leather, and some wire work. And yeah, I got wire work. We've seen that in the trailer. I have the sunglasses. I don't think I have real leather. I think I have fake leather. And it was just once, and then they swiftly did away with the leather. But yeah, I loved my costumes. So much fun.
Oh, wow. I think they can expect something that is completely different from the Morpheus that they know. I mean, this Morpheus is, he's on a mission. I think he's learning some things about himself. I think he's in a place of self-discovery. I think he sees himself as like the man, he's really enjoying life right now. And he has a purpose, he's on a mission, but part of that mission is to really enjoy his life, and that's what, that's sort of how we get into this Morpheus. I think in terms of the costumes, it was just a chance to be expressive and to show his growth and his change as a person and as a character. And it, we had a very good team putting together some looks for me to make sure that I stood out.
So I'm playing a character called the Boss, and he is a
business partner of Thomas Anderson?
Niobe's pretty much doing what Niobe does, but she's still pretty bossy. Niobe definitely has, different aspects of, a little bit of alter egos here and there, and definitely a bit of strength that I understand and recognize that I've put into the character. But this go round was, a little bit of a stretch, just, her romantic involvement that she has was different for me. Let's see, what else? So I pulled from different places for that particular aspect. And, like I said before, she's at different various stages of her life in this rendition of Niobe. So I definitely had to lean into another aspect of myself that I really haven't had to do before, to kind of illuminate another version of Niobe that we have yet to see.
What to me is cool about playing this character, because it is, a role that has existed in the franchise before. So for me to come in, I really had to lean into, what Lana was thinking this character was going to be in this version, and what her journey had been from the first time you saw her. So that was really cool to sort of get into the backstory and to see because it's a pivotal part, and so it required a lot of understanding, and which was really cool to do, especially coming into the world of the Matrix.
I had a pinch me moment when I first saw Keanu on set in the coat with the voice and everything.
It was a dream. It was a dream. It felt like a dream while it was happening. It feels like a dream now that it's over, and maybe someday it will feel like it was real, but he is everything that everybody says he is. So like sensitive and talented and generous and upstanding and skilled. I mean, walking into the fight training tent and seeing him in his jujitsu outfit, doing like kick turns and stuff, I was like, and then getting to have the experience of fighting with him and watching him work, and even before we were shooting it, and he would want to go again and again and again and again, and just his passion for the art of what he does is so unbelievable that he's had this giant career and could be phoning it in so many ways and still be beloved, and yet he is just like Lana. I mean, they work in these kind of giant commercial films, and yet they have a real artist's soul and spirit and trajectory, and it's just beautiful to be around.
But there was also one with Yahya where we were on a rooftop in San Francisco, and there was a helicopter, and our director was leaning out of it, and we couldn't hear anything, and we didn't even know if we were rolling. I remember looking at you and being like, we're in the Matrix, dude. It was just one of those surreal moments.
Helicopter in San Francisco. Oh my goodness. It was like, oh, this is it's a different level of movie making, when you're on the Matrix. And I've done, Aquaman and a lot of cool things. And it's a really different level of movie making. It's like, it's still art. It's art, but it's also very, very bold, and it's exciting.
I mean, I was a kid in a candy shop, honestly, as someone who grew up on the franchise and someone whose movies were changed forever when The Matrix came out. Your imagination could think of anything, and, you could see that. And iconic is an understatement. So when one of my first scenes was actually standing across everyone and just, spewing lines for about 45 minutes, but I remember walking in and, telling myself that my younger self would have got quite a kick out of standing in this room with everybody. So I'm just very honored to be, a fly on the wall and to get to play with all of these amazing people.
It was great because it was like being able to be on the playground with old friends again. It was just fantastic, to be able to spend that kind of time, because we spent, on the other films, Matrix films we've done together, we were together all the time for like 2 years. So, to have the opportunity to come and play again in this with Neo and Trinity, two very iconic cinematic figures, and then two friends of mine, Keanu and Carrie-Anne. It was pretty awesome. You get 2 for 1.
Yeah, and I think that Lana has created these characters. She loves them so much. She respects them. They're very revered. She has a reverence for them. And so I think we feel that about them.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.